What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tiny. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications so when I post new content, you're the first one to see it. And on this video, I got to issue a public service announcement before I get started.
Nerd alert!
That's right, your boy's a nerd, and I have people ask me sometimes what my gaming setup's like. It's not a lot. It's not like I'm a big celebrity or anything, but I do have people ask me what my setup is like. And so I'm going to show you that. And I just did some modifications to my man cave / gameroo. We're going to call it man cave going forward because I get tired of saying both of them. But that's this video. Hope y'all enjoy what my man cave looks like. Alright, so let's hop into my den of nerddom, if you will. And we'll start off with what you see behind me. And I'll show you my whole layout for how I do some of my streaming videos, all of that, and then the fun stuff is in the man cave. Alright, so here's my desk setup that I have going on in the living room. I have my PlayStation Portal right here, my mic, my boom mic for streaming, PlayStation 5, newly acquired Xbox S. I just recently traded in my X because I only play digital games on my Xbox because the price doesn't hold value. But that's what I'm playing. On this curved monitor over here, I have my laptop right here. Hi, you can see me right there. And then I have Wolverine, who you will notice real quick is a big part of my fandom. And then we have the Ninja Turtles in the background, which is another big part. Also, this right here is a Wolverine placemat, popping up a picture right now. But that's my computer desk. And now I'm going to show you what I have hooked up to my TV in the living room, because you know I got to have some gaming systems there. I only have so many HDMI ports, I got to go somewhere. And over here we have my backwards compatible PlayStation 3. It'll play PlayStation games 1, 2, and 3. Right beside it, the new PlayStation 4 Spider-Man Edition console that I got that I posted a video on. Best Facebook Marketplace find ever. And then over here on the end, my Pokemon Edition Switch with the Joy-Cons and a Pro Controller. And this right here is the main event, y'all. Behind me, I have a bunch of flashing lights going on. This is a $36 shelf that I bought at Walmart. And I bought $10 LED stick-on lights. And I think it looks fantastic for the amount of money I have in it. For a display case type deal for me. Have my TV going on in the background. Let's dive in to some of the stuff that I'm into. Like a lot into. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing we have right here. This is my first Comic-Con I went to. And that is your boy standing next to the Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. As you can see, big Hulk fan. Got some of his comics on the wall. Another Marvel item for yours truly, comic book related, is this huge canvas painting back here. My buddy got it for me for Christmas last year. Shout out Ian, thank you for the good Christmas gift. And this shelf right here is dedicated completely to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got Casey Jones and Raphael from my favorite scene in the original movie. If you can't tell who my favorite Ninja Turtle is, take a good look. Right here we have a graded comic of the Turtles. Big Blues fan. Above the doorway here, we have some X-Men comics. They're probably my favorite to read as a kid. I used to get an allowance and go buy comic books with them and baseball cards. So now we're going to start talking about all the cool stuff I have over here on this shelf that I just put together. And yeah, you see some more graded comics right there above me. Big old nerd, just like I gave you a heads up about. So this right here is by far my favorite comic. My wife got this for me for Christmas. You look at them claws, you can see the Hulk reflecting in them. It's one of the best comic book stories. This is like one of their first rivalries right here. And that is legit vintage, and it's worth almost $180. Another Wolverine comic right there. We got some amiibos right here, Zelda, more Hulk stuff with Wolverine. Up here, we have the PlayStation 4 box, Super Nintendo Mini Classic Edition. Then we have The Last Ronin. That is a spin-off of the Ninja Turtles. It's kind of how the Ninja Turtles ended. And we'll hop down here to this shelf right here. This is like my homage. There's a book in the back, along with an action figure right there. This cool statue that my brother-in-law got me for Christmas. And then we're going to just start hopping around here. This is my favorite console that I have. It is a Pikachu Edition Nintendo 64 Charizard amiibo. Then more Wolverine stuff. I love that card. It's only worth about $5, but it's a Fleer card that they put out in the 90s. And there is the popcorn bucket for the Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine movie. Here, God of War, vintage Game Boy box here in the back. My buddy Trevor got me this Kratos God of War little rubber ducky. And then over here is a stash of video games. Absolutely love the Punisher on PlayStation 2. I got 2 rare Switch games right there with Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I got Mario with Link. Over here we have the Nintendo DS Lite that I picked up at my local thrift store, along with my Super Nintendo. Got the Sega right there, holding it down. Got another comic right there of Wolverine and the Hulk. Newer version of this one right here. Right here we have my GameCube with the gameplay adapter for the Game Boy games. You put it down here, right there, and you can play your Game Boy games on your GameCube. And this is all Pokemon stuff right here. Up here beside my comics, we got a few more Funko Pops. Triple H is my favorite wrestler. A Bud Light beer from whenever the Blues won the Cup in 19. And then a Budweiser commemorative can with Adam Wainwright and Yadier Molina. I'm a huge Cardinals fan. That's a Stan Musial beer right there. That is a replica 2011 World Championship ring. And I'm a Cowboys fan. And that is a dollar bill with my favorite player on it, Mr. Troy, my boy, Aikman. So that's pretty much a quick rundown. I do have some more stuff that I'd like to put up. I have a very cool, that I'm popping up the picture right now of, DC vs. Masters of the Universe comic that they did a joint project on. As a kid, I was a huge He-Man fan. I have the power!
By the power of Grayskull!
And I just haven't found a place to put it yet. We own a small 2-bedroom house, but hopefully if you see something like this will give you an idea of how you can use the most of your space that you got. And thank you all for watching this tour of my game room. I've had a lot of fun showing it off. And if you have any questions or want to comment on it, please comment below, let me know. And as always, bye. Make good choices.